comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
Nintendo absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see.
Who was the dude that... Because you know you gotta wake up one day and just 20 years later.
That mom changed everything.
And I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I have a dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply yourself.
Oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
It's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. Like, C- sir, your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up? In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class? You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want the club making it. You know I taught Sue Tupac. Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. He tried his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep, all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
Let's see, Wii U woman.
No, I already got it on for you.
Okay.
Where's it going?
So he posted it in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, and those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
That boy's in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double, because remember, the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the week, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop. I'm like, you guys go Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, no waste there, bruh.
Yep.
Remember at my GameStop, they had a tower of them built just for people to grab and go.
Yeah,
Why you ain't even gotta pay, Pimpin'? Just go ahead and take it.
Because they thought it was gonna be another Wii situation where they were just gonna fly off the shelf. They probably overstocked and everything.
Oh yeah, GameStop for real had that problem.
Please take these. We need to put we have another display that we need to put here.
$100 off, please, anybody.
Can I get this keychain? Absolutely. And here's
Scott-
your complimentary Wii U.
I'm good.
Wii U featuring the upcoming great title, Zombie U. Remember that one? That was one of their big
They
hype
ported it.
titles.
They ported
Yeah,
it to like
ported
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation 4. It was on PlayStation Plus.
I played it at a con. That was a fun game.
It was decent. I got it because it was a
I
launch
will
game.
I will just never forget that trailer. Everybody's just like, end? What? Nobody
Oh, I
cares.
remember Mike hyping that bullshit up. Oh, I remember. It's so innovative where you're just like a zombie's coming and you gotta look down and go shit, 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 and try to get your thing as opposed to pause, find item. Oh, I remember you hyping that bullshit
Yeah.
up. Oh,
Oh wow, yeah. I'm having flashbacks to that now too.
oh man.
It's a lot better in the Zelda games that came out for Wii U. Having the menu man. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 302. This is weird doing a podcast after a convention, I will say. At least.
I mean, we've done it before. It's just not.
But
the
usually
usual.
we're all just like, hey, we did this stuff at a convention. It's usually like a Saturday
Your
night.
choice to do it. You could have stopped
Yeah.
it.
It's like a Saturday night at the con, and we're just all dead.
I mean, you were the only one at the con. The rest,
True.
the three of us are refreshed and
But
fine.
so this was Matsuri Con. This was the con we used to run the VES room at. We decided to not to do it this year, and boy, was it weird not having to do stuff the whole damn con.
Oh, I bet.
Just did the AMV contest, did the award ceremony there, but besides that, we were free to do a bunch of stuff. Just the two main things that I did, at least, with everybody. We Jonathan Young and Caleb Hiles were there. They were on this like bard-esque tavern tour, and pretty good show. It was just like all acoustic, singing some of their different covers and what have you. And then the Smash tournament, which I won. Woo!
There was no competition. You beat 12-year-olds. That's all I'm accepting as an excuse.
Hey, I only beat one 12-year-old. Take that out of context,
the
Twitch.
feeling.
See what happens. Where's all the DA things we get in our Discord right now? There you go. So
It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
started. So go through the first round. I'm just like watching all the sets. My first round was like a little bit later, and then I'm looking, and I'm looking for potentially the guy that beat me at OhioCon. I see a Robin, and I'm like watching, and then he starts doing Robin things, item play, like trickiness, like throw item down, like do a short hop at ledge, throw item down, recatch it into a back air to trick the person up. I'm like, fuck, he's here. After one to said, I'm like, you won OhioCon, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm the Ridley. He's like, oh shit. He's like, meet you in grand finals. I'm like, that is the plan. That is the plan. And luckily,
No
this
humbleness,
time,
that's the plan.
instead of winners round 1, we were on opposite sides of the bracket. Still wasn't seeded, but we were on opposite sides of the bracket. And the rule set was kind of stupid, to be honest. So anytime I went up to a set, I'm like, you mind if we do this instead? Like, do like actual competitive sets?
What were the rule sets?
4-minute timer. Usually it's 7 minutes. One game in the first game of winners finals, or no, second. I unintentionally timed the Robin out. We were just playing neutral. Like, it was last stock, but I had a % lead, and he's like, you timed me out. I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't even notice. But there was no, like, set stage list. It was, and then his role was, like, the first stage is random. I'm like, No, we gentlemen somewhere, or we do bands. And I had the stage list from the local that I go to. I'm like, hey, we're going to use this. We can gentlemen somewhere, bands, and just that's what I went with. We didn't change the timer until grand finals or winners finals, I think.
That just seems mad casual.
Yeah, like I understand
it's an anime convention.
I understand the
tournament. A convention is still competitive. They got like 8 to 10,000 people showing up.
Okay, but then it's mostly people that just walking up hood good. Oh, I play Mario,
dude. that whole little Twitter like thread that you had going, like just you were responding to with a bunch of different FCG players telling their stories about that was brilliant. I loved all of the
that's really good stuff.
Yeah.
I have not read that one.
It's just like, you know, it's like someone at like a college or someone just like, yo, I'm the best at Street Fighter, bro. And then the actual pro players are like, oh, really? You want to do like a $15 money match?
Huffy, man.
Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of easy pickings until I think it was right before top 8. There was a really good DK that I played that I have never seen a DK use the super armor of all the moves so well to challenge aggression. I just kept getting hit by the fucking berry, the side B. Just kept getting headbutted into the ground. I'm like, fucking ass, and just clapped. But game 4, managed to get a skewer and managed to reverse my tides. Then I played a cloud, or they started as Duck Hunt, and they should have stayed as Duck Hunt because I have problems with Duck Hunt. But then he switched to Cloud, and I'm just like, give me that shit. It's a great matchup for me. And then he went Sephiroth against the Robin, and he got 3rd, that guy. And I'm trying to think, there's like someone else I'm thinking I'm missing. But then I played the Robin. Game 5, just about last stock, last hit. Managed to beat him. Go to Grands on winner side. He gets back to me, and then he switches to Hero. And I 3-0'd him. Didn't 3-stock him, 3-0'd him. And I play... My favorite minigame in all of Smash is the hero uses Zoom. You go to a spot, you hold up smash, and you hope you guess right.
Yep.
And while I didn't do up smash all 3 times, I would sometimes I like jumped up and challenged with up air. I guess 3 times in a row, I'm like, dude, I need to go play the fucking lottery. That's never happened before. But I have a free badge for next year for winning the tournament. So we having Zoom issues, Ralph?
No, it's just my settings are wonky.
Just see you zooming in now. But yeah, beyond that, it was just the AMV contest went over pretty well. Audience vote actually surprised the shit out of me.
Really?
We got, so there were 30 videos in the contest. We got over 100 audience submissions, which usually it's like people will just write, you know, sometimes they won't even like finish doing it, and we usually throw those out. We actually had 117 legitimate votes, and 27 of the 30 videos were voted for, which is, to me, nuts. And the video that won audience choice was one of the Belle romance videos. Which, again, usually it's like upbeat comedy. That's one of the 2 that typically win audience choice. So I was just like, good job, audience. And it's a really good video, too. I'm just like, I'm happy.
Are the audiences getting smarter?
No.
Darn.
You know, you say that in front of your brother who the last time he just entered was audience choice.
It wasn't like he should have won regardless though.
True.
Yeah, the competition was fierce.
Yes.
Did you see the video?
Yours?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a really good video.
Hey.
I
I was
still
fishing
has...
for compliments.
Yep. Literally watched it today, like 2 hours ago. Right after upgrading my stupid hard drive.
Nice.
That was my day.
Ooh. How did that go?
Fine-ish. The whole thing is, I'm new to SSDs.
Oh.
So when I first got my SSD, it was like a 256 gigabyte hard drive, but I also have a regular hard drive that's a terabyte. And I'm like, it's only going to be for the programs where I need to fetch that data really quick, like a Photoshop. Everything else, well, who cares? And I've just been battling for at least a year for my final 30 gigs of space on that. And I just went, no, I see a sale, I'm going to buy it. And I got it last week. But I can't remember what happened last week. Maybe I was just crunching for a website to finish. But I didn't install it last week. And I went, I'm going to install it this weekend. Right after I put up the revisited episode, I'm going to start installing it. And I did. And it sucked. Simply because I'm not used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I just have to download all the programs again.
Now, are we talking like an actual SSD or are we talking an M.2?
What did he just say?
Yeah.
You don't know the difference. Okay, never mind.
Just nod and agree.
Yeah.
Just say one of them and then
He can't fact check
so-
you. So just say one of them. NVMe.
So BG, the regular SSD is like yay big and like flat. Like
It's like a hard drive. It looks like a hard drive.
it's just it's a rectangle, like a wider rectangle. An M2 is like this big.
Oh,
It looks like-
okay. Yeah, I understand what you mean now. Yeah, I got
a RAM. It looks like a RAM.
You know,
stick.
It's like the
M2.
things that like they were selling for PS5s, where it's like increase your memory
Yeah.
within a
Okay, so is it
Yeah,
M2?
it's
drive?
M2. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It sounded like you said, is it an uplink? And I went, I don't know what that is. But if you're talking M2 or something else, it's
Yeah.
M2.
I got
Okay.
it,
M2
The
is
one I had
really
before-
fucking good too.
Was like this big, and the new one is like this big.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude, I saw you repost something on Twitter this weekend. Dude, WarioWare and those deals sometimes you're just like,
Oh, please stay my hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Lord, please stay my hand and deliver me from temptation.
Yeah, it
I've
was-
done it for Fright Night for Orlando Universal Studios for Child's Play. They have an attraction there this coming Halloween, and I'm like, no, stay my hand, Lord.
Oh, wait a second.
Nah, shut up, DA. Shut up, DA.
Well, what's the price we were talking
I don't know because I refuse to look it up.
about?
Because I can go in my mind, oh, this is totally affordable. But stay my hand, Lord.
That
I
sounds
had-
like a Oticon.
The Spider-Man 2 PS5
Yeah.
cover. Stay my hand, Lord,
So I have
and
like,
deliver me from temptation.
I have two examples of where my temptation, where my will failed and then succeeded, as of recently. So this pre-built gaming PC that I got here,
Oh no.
you can't really swap out stuff as I thought you could. So
Oh
like,
boy.
so like for like, and I've been kind of getting annoyed with the VRAM on my graphics card, like for the Resident Evil games, where it's like I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try ray tracing and all this different stuff, and then it's like the new Resi game, the Resi remakes have a really cool system where it's like showing it's like it's getting dicey, it's getting dicey.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
the way they
Hey,
do it.
Ralph. 17 months. Hawaka's just hit 2 fucking years. A
I
little bit
might
ago.
troll as well.
I've just been unfortunately late a few times, so I've lost the streak, and that's so
No,
unfortunate.
it keeps the streak as long as it's like within that month. It says 17 months.
I must have
for
missed out bad.
you. But yeah. So just like I've been getting annoyed by that, and I'm just like I want to play this at full settings, and this is the first world problems. So I just went to PC Part Picker. I'm like, all right, let's just, build out a new gaming PC. I'll get to it at some point. Maybe a year or so down
Famous
the line.
last words.
Whatever.
Famous last words.
So I pick out all the parts, pick out a AMD motherboard, hard drive, a few other parts, and what have you. The next day, WarioWare, AMD motherboard and processor bundle deal, save $300. It's the exact same motherboard
Ripperoni,
and CPU. And I'm like,
pepperoni.
I guess I don't have to buy everything at once. So temptation
Ripperoni,
succeeded.
pepperoni.
At Matsuri, however, managed to hold off, but boy, I have the business card of this person, so it's gonna be bought eventually. There's a vendor
There you go.
at Matsuri. They made these like so they're posters where like flat dioramas of like video game landscapes. They had like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Elden Ring. Like Kingdom Hearts, it's like all the different worlds, including like Keyblade Graveyard and stuff like that, just kind of cascading upward and what have you. Then they had little dioramas that are like layered paper to actually give it depth, and they're framed and look cool. And then I'm looking through them all, and I see this Majora's Mask one. Clock Town, layered,
Where
all the
else
buildings,
could that have gone?
buildings
You
and
know
what have you. And then the clock was moving in the diorama. It was battery powered. I'm like, and then I look at the price, $150. So I was like,
Yeah, Mike, why don't you tell? Did you tell everybody already what you spent at Oda?
this is why my hand was stayed.
He spent buku money at
Oh
Oda.
no!
Yeah.
How? Wait, what's the number? I'd like to know the
It's,
number.
I think, I
the
think it
range?
was like right around $200 on mostly on prints.
Oh, I thought you spent more than that, homie.
No,
You
no,
that's
had
not
a
too
lot of
bad.
shit.
Not too much
You had
more.
a lot of
And that
shit.
was like basically when I went to go babysit my dad's dogs. I was like, hey, here's physical money. I'm like, here's my con spending money, and it was spent.
Legit, it felt like every time we stopped at a booth at Oda, he was like, 3 for 45, you say.
I was like,
Let's do that.
buy two, get one free. It's a great deal. Not when you do it like 5 times though. Multiple vendors.
Man, if I had spent the money I wanted to spend at Oda, I'd be $3,000.
I mean, the game of Oda was tempting you.
Yes,
we-
it was, and everybody failed. Thank God.
We purposely were carting you to like, hey, look at these model kits, Ralph.
Bro, you don't understand. BGDA, I know neither of you are big into building models.
Mm-mm.
They had shit I didn't even know existed. And I think there was one point where this is what got everybody to lose their shit. I was walking through and Kelly just goes, hey, Ralph, look. No sooner does my head turn to my eyes catch it, my hand shot out and I grabbed the fucking thing. And I go to pull it back and like, let go.
Yeah.
It was $199.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
It was a limit because this year at Oda they had a celebration with the Macross side of things. They had this whole Macross exhibit. It was fucking awesome. So they had limited edition, limited run Macross models, and this thing was, and I swear to God, like the moment my hand touched it, I was like, I can't.
We all got that white whale.
There's
Dude.
There's nothing worse than the ability to buy the thing you're looking
Oh
at.
yeah.
Because when you're a broke boy, you're just
It's
like,
okay, dude, no, there's nothing, but it's
this is way too much for me.
Yeah.
But this
The
is
last,
you
like
just
5
Paris
years.
Howard, where you just go next time, baby.
Yeah. But then I can save up for this. I'll see it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
I'll look.
That was
But
me.
when you're just like, I know my spending money this weekend is $500, and half of it is gonna go to this thing. I can't justify that. It's the lack of justification.
I ran into a couple of people from my local scene that were in town. Most of them are at SmashCon right now, but one of the TOs was there. I was just like telling him about that. He's like, "You're salaried, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, you're fine." I'm like, "Don't stop."
Yeah, people hear salaried and they think, "Oh yeah, you got no problem." Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Catch me on the bus. How about that?
The only regret, and I say this lightly as a regret because fate deemed it not to be, there was this outstanding Itachi figure. It was the scene of him. It was when he was sitting on the throne when Sasuke first came in Shippuden to challenge him. So it was him sitting back on the throne, leaned back, and it was beautiful. I saw it, and I'm like, I want it. It was $75. I'm like, I haven't finished my first walkthrough yet. My game is I'll do one walkthrough, and if it's still there when I come back, that's fate. That's fate. I'm like, how many you got? He goes, I got 3 on the shelf, 1 in the back. I'm like, 1 in the back. Okay.
Slide him a 5 like a
I was just about to say 10 and just be like, I will be back for this.
I asked, I'm like, is there a way you can hold on to that? He goes, I mean, it's first come,
45,000 people. You just go, yeah, once I go through this in Labyrinth, it'll still be there 8 hours from now as I trek back with my camel. It's not going to be there by then. It's gone!
Because I wait for Moses to part the sea.
You gotta take a train through the dealer's room!
Oh, we did. We needed an actual trolley.
Trolley boy!
It was huge. That was like, dude, like going through the Matsuri dealer's room, which like it's pretty sizable, but it was like an eighth of
just the dealer's room. Dealers and artists were split into different rooms, and just dealers made Yoma's dealer's room look like a kiddie pool and compared to an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Legitimate.
Are you serious? It's that huge?
Bro.
Blocks.
Blocks?
Hold on. BG, if I were to accumulate hours into how long it took us to walk the whole thing, 'cause it took 2 days. It was about 9 hours total walk time to see the whole thing.
BG, you know when you at the Columbus Convention Center, you like go down the escalator and then to the right is like where the expo hall is, and just that whole walkway is basically the whole expo hall. That was the dealer's room. The whole expo hall.
And you thought that would still be there? You ain't want that. You ain't want it. You ain't want it. Like, all right, I could have had it.
If fate deemed it so,
nah, you ain't want it.
I wanted it. But that's
it's not even like it was some obscure anime from 3 decades ago.
It's Itachi.
It's Itachi from Naruto in one of his coolest moments.
And it's a really good figure. You're like, yeah, that's gonna be there 20 hours from now, definitely.
Dude,
you turn your head and 2 people that already bought it.
Give
those other 2.
7 months ago, I was broke, boy. I am not even a year into my new career. I'm not used to having spending money.
Give him like 2 raises, and we're gonna like see him at the next convention we go to with like 18 boxes of figures.
I mean,
not even halfway through my first walk.
I needed to bring 4 suitcases to fit all this. I had to go buy a new
walk in with a Meyer shopping cart. Like, let's do it, boy.
I'd have to walk in with one of my company shopping carts, bro. We got the biggest carts in the block now.
Oh, and you're just gonna have your business card on the side of it, advertising as you sweep your arm over shelves, throwing figures.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Half around. One hand throwing out cars, the other hand grabbing figures.
You can call my secretary.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
I don't think she'd like that. I don't think she'd like me to do that.
Oh boy,
absolutely disgusting.
But, the other last thing that we did on this trip,
I'm chasing Mike. That's the goal here. Give me, I guess like I said, give me 2 years. I'll be like homeboy over here. I was just like keep grabbing random shit.
Nah, I'm 5 years from where I want to be.
I'm not that far off now, thank God. I only got like 1 or 2 more years left, and I'll be right behind Mike for sure.
The other thing that we did, which was like we had some plans late at night, but we were just kind of like sitting in the condo. Like, there's nothing we kind of want to do for the next couple hours. You guys want to see the Barbie movie? Sure. So we went and saw the Barbie movie.
Hey,
didn't we do that at Yoma? Didn't we go to what was it?
It was before we did for one of the Yomas. We went and saw. I think it was Thor Ragnarok.
Yep. It was. Oh yeah, it was Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, fucking both Amber and Haley did the stupid clap thing because they were doing the theater thing from the
MJR.
Yeah,
you have to.
You have to.
And it's like we were parking the car. I'm just like, I fucking hate the both of you. I hate. that
It's
just sit
more
down and
fun
watch
than
the movie.
MJR. Everybody knows the MJR clap.
No. No.
Yeah, everybody. Or you're not gonna forget it next time.
I'm not gonna do it.
But you know it.
And I hate it.
Can I just say, there are a lot of black women that are incapable of doing that clap.
Wow.
And I have no idea. I've been on no less than 3 dates and just 2 hangouts where they cannot get the rhythm. Literally have to stare at one of them and do it in time with them. Completely off. Terrible.
But Barbie movie's really good, y'all.
The Barbie movie is a good movie.
It's really good. And I gotta say, seeing it with 3 ladies, especially for certain scenes, was fantastic. The spoilers in 5, 4, 3,
Nobody
2,
cares.
1. The depressed Barbie commercial, where it's just like, she's gonna be sitting on Instagram and watching Pride and Prejudice for the 7th time. It's like all of them, Haley, Kelly were like, I'm feeling attacked.
Or seen.
I'm like, I think a lot of women are feel attacked by the scene. And I guess like on the trip to Columbus, Kelly had to like mention on the trip, she's like, yeah, my favorite like movie to watch when I'm feeling down is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh my fucking
so
god.
it's just like jabbed in the chest.
It's literally a call out.
Kelly.
But yeah, just that, just the patriarchy stuff. I'm just Ken was stuck in our heads for the rest of the goddamn weekend.
I have to say, chuds are taking away the wrong message as they are wont to do.
Yes.
Who is?
Stupid dudes.
Chodes, dumb people.
Chuds? I have not heard this term. Oh, chodes.
Yeah.
It's
That I understand.
It's mostly just like simile for Trumper.
Incel, you mean?
Kind of.
Like incels are taking away its anti-men. I think I'm seeing that a lot.
Yes.
No, they're also taking away that it's a secret anti-feminism film. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, dude. I do. It's dumb.
Is it just some dumb people out there. They went a like, hey, the patriarchy, but then, you know, that gets better in Barbie Land. Also, the line where they're like, you know, in a few years, men will have the same rights that women do in the real world in Barbie Land. It's like, oh, ooh. Jesus.
It was a real stab at the naivety of some people.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
And just certain things here and there where it's just like Margot Robbie, where it's just like she's just like sitting there as Ice Barbie. She's like, you know, I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty. And then you see her like, director's note. Having Margot Robbie say this is definitely not correct. Like it was just like one little sidebar. And then continued on. Dude, it is honestly a very good movie. Highly recommended. It is, all the good press is deserved.
This is a movie that deserved to make $1 billion.
Yes. 100%. Very good
we
casting.
About to lose power?
It looks like you guys are flickering.
Yep.
Alan
Is it
was
stolen
great.
by you guys?
Oh yeah, my fans are going really low.
Uh-oh. We'll see what happens.
Are we looking at?
Is it? Hold on. Is it storming by you guys still?
I mean, the clouds are nothing. There's a little wind.
I don't know. At least I think at your old place, like slight breezes tended to take you guys out a lot.
Yeah, oh, definitely. This place is so weird because we'll get a heavy storm and nothing will happen, and then it will happen like the next day.
Yeah, Alan was also a favorite. Haven't seen Michael Cera in a while. It was good to see him in something again. Dude's funny.
Isn't he? Aren't they doing that animated Scott Pilgrim thing?
Yes, but you know, in live action. But yes.
Sorry, I loaded Twitter just to check something. The first thing I see is Haley saying, "I loved my trip to Ohio so much. I'm finally going to go and get my Ohio teaching certificate."
Did she? She mentioned that while she was here. But yeah. So that's basically it for the trip. It was just, again, very chill, which is nice. Hung out. I helped Kelly with beating Tears of the Kingdom because she was scared to fight the final boss. And
She's such a sweet little girl.
Oh yeah.
I had mentioned that like you had called her Haru on the podcast, which she was.
It
There's
really-
no better example.
it-
It's literally what happened where Haru's dad died, and she was like, "Is everybody okay?" It's like, well, what about your dad just died, and she's asking me if I'm okay when she's going through all this. I'm just along for the ride.
Her big was concern is that you guys were basically like in Confederate territory with you. And she's like, they're
If worse comes to worse, I'm just like, nah, y'all can just go. I was kidnapping them. You know, do what you got to do.
She's like, we saw Confederate flags and Trump signs, and we were close to a church, and I was scared for them.
There were mad Confederate flags. Like,
In
I've
Pennsylvania.
never seen that many in a row.
In Pennsylvania.
Really, that bit?
Yeah,
in
that
the
sounds
north.
right. No, dude. What, was this northern Pennsylvania?
It's just south of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, then that doesn't shock me.
Okay. Still.
They're upstate New York too. You go to some lower income areas of upstate New York, all you see is Confederate flags, shoeless kids looking like hobbits. Oh, it's bad shit.
Meme, there is a local theater in Michigan that has a dumb little clap before each of their movies.
MJR.
Nobody
Look up
knows
the
what that is.
MJR. Look up MJR. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Probably.
The clap or the intro is definitely on YouTube. but
Yeah,
I don't
look
know.
up MJR clap song and it's totally there.
Yeah.
When it goes, duh, 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 that's when people clap.
Exactly, meme. Fucking exactly. It's a
It's
Michigan
fine.
only
Chris
thing.
doing
It's
something?
fine.
All right.
It's a
So,
big man.
before we get
It's
to
a
the
Michigan thing.
Before we get to the rest of the podcast, your
Michigan's
weekly
not real.
reminder that Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, get your vaccines and boosters, wear your masks in crowded indoor places, support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, and be good to one another. All right. So I guess before we get to just random news tidbits, did anything besides BG installing a hard drive happen interesting this weekend for you guys?
Nope.
No.
Just usual old revisited stuff for
Gotcha.
us. Yep.
Yeah,
Nothing
nothing.
popping.
I'm a boring person. I don't know where.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going.
I will say from my perspective. So the TO that was running the tournament at Matsuri-Con, as I was like just hanging out, I finally looked. I'm like, he's wearing an Injustice shirt. Like, do you play Injustice competitively? Like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, Compros. He's like, oh yeah, I know Albert.
Carlos piece of
Yeah,
I wish he was just like comp bros and just reach for a gun. Like, is he here? Like, what's going on here?
he's just like, oh yeah, I know.
I just come in. Mike, you ain't talked to him, did you? You ain't tell
You
me
ain't
where
know where
I
I was.
Well, it's like I'm like, yeah, I like do a podcast with him. He's been one of my best friends for a while now. He's like that guy hasn't like talked to me, hasn't written. I'm just like, oh, you want me to send him a message? And I was like, at BG, I'm like Carlos says you're a bitch. He just nods. I'm like, okay. and then I showed him your fuck him message, and he smiled. But
I mean, I haven't been to Ohio in a minute.
Yep.
It is what it is.
All right. So, yeah, the other thing with the Barbie movie is the latest news is that it made $500 million domestically now, which is a lot. The fact that it's $500 million domestically is pretty huge. This I found humorous. So last week we had talked about how, hey, Gal Gadot was like, hey, we're working on a new WoWo movie, WoWo 3. I'm working on it with the new people at DC. Later this past week, James Gunn and Peter Safran, the new heads of the DCEU, were like, no, we're not.
He looking on Twitter like, what? Who?
So
Somebody else get Wonder Woman from us?
Who is Gal Gadot?
yeah. So yeah, that's not happening. So I guess was like E3 supposed to be this week, and just like some people made some video game announcements because I saw some stuff.
Maybe.
pop
Or
up.
maybe it was another one, and they were just like, Go ahead.
But yeah, it's just like I saw a couple of game trailers and some news tidbits come out for gaming. South Park I saw has a new game called Snow Day.
Boo.
Yeah.
It's not turn-based. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but
Turn-based supremacy.
Get it out of here. It's worthless.
It's meme spikes. There is still a Wonder Woman game. I check in on the Twitter every now and then, and they're just like, "Here's an update. Here's some concept art we got. It's still chugging along."
We got anything about the Wolverine?
They're not gonna say anything until after Spidey 2 is out. It's the same company.
Sure, but they were just like, hey, whatever company it was like, hey, we're doing our last Ronin game, and then we gotta like, hey, it's in development. We got something.
A teaser trailer.
But at least be like, yeah, we're still working on it, because they could have
Of course, they're still working on it.
I could just be gone.
Insomniac, no.
That boy could just be gone.
I
Wolverine hype is dying.
I read The Last Ronin in anticipation of that game. It's a good comic, but
It's fine.
it's fine. I figured out who the turtle was instantly.
it's
Almost
a good
instantly.
premise for a game like that.
Yes, absolutely.
But
Like-
but who the turtle is, it could be justified as any of them, and
Yeah.
it could be justified well. You know,
Mhm.
I'm supposed to be the tech guy. I should have protected them. I should have been. I'm the strongest one. I should have protected them.
Yeah.
I'm so goofy, and that's why they all died. I'm supposed to be the leader, and I should. And it's like they all could have been the ones, and that would have been good.
Yep. Let's see here. Other game stuff. There was a Pokemon Direct. Not too much. There's like a couple of new shows. New evolution for a couple of Pokemon. New variants, starters. There's going to be putting more starters into Scarlet and Violet. And then I saw something else. Where'd it go?
How about they put a new game into Scarlet and Violet?
You know,
No.
be nice if
Game's dead.
be nice if they I'll say the trailers, I was kind of like looking in the background, I'm like, I don't know if I'm just like it's a placebo and it's like, hey, it looks like it's performing better. I can't tell though.
No.
I mean, if you hear something, you're gonna feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if a company says it's easier to execute thing, and then you execute thing, and you're gonna go, yeah, it does feel easier. Even if they a week later go, oh, sorry, that change wasn't implemented yet. Here it is.
Oh, the last.
Pure
Oh, yeah. You know what? I
placebo.
think I did see that too. That the last Ronin is going to have something similar to the Nemesis system in the Shadows of Mordor games. And then the other
I
thing,
can see that.
yeah, the other thing that was announced for the Pokemon Direct was that the Pokemon trading card game video game, the Game Boy one, is coming to the Game Boy Online Library, and Pokemon Stadium 2 is coming to the Nintendo 64 Online Library.
The Game Boy one was hype.
I never
Can I
played it,
also
but
say-
I've always heard good things about it.
Crazy. Can I just say, can video game publishers and creators stop trademarking game mechanics? Because it's
all the Tears of
really
the Kingdom stuff?
stifling. Yes, it's really stifling
Yeah.
innovation. People always say, "Oh, competition breeds innovation," but the second innovation arrives, people try to lock it behind a
Paywall.
door and
Mhm.
lose the key on it. It's just like that's what's hurting it: the ability to trademark a game mechanic. Like,
Mhm.
imagine if Nintendo trademarked jumping. Like, just imagine when
Lit-
Mario came out.
Literally, as meme posts, we own jumping.
Like, it's crazy. Third person over the shoulder camera. Imagine if Capcom just did that, or Xbox with Gears of War. Just imagine. It's goofy.
Oh yeah.
According to Miyamoto, the attempt to patent jumping in video games was indeed attempted, but
Oh.
failed.
Absolutely
You-
disgusting.
Wait,
They-
oh,
Jumpman,
I'm like,
come on!
I'm like, there's no way they didn't try. And I just Google it, and there's 100 articles of
Of course.
Miyamoto. Yes, we did try and failed.
Of course.
The dual world thing used in the medium, they trademarked that, so now people can't do some type of dual world thing either without their permission or without paying them. The Nemesis system can't be used because of, like,
That's
the news?
interesting too, like the
So-
dual world thing. Just because, like, the first game that I can think of off the top of my dome that did that was Zelda. Link to the
I
Past.
think they made simultaneous.
But it's
at
the Link to
same
the
time.
Past did that. Dark
No,
World,
no,
Light World
I mean,
was the
split
same world.
screen. The medium split screened it. There was a
Okay.
time. There were times. Yeah, I think that's what they trademarked.
Okay.
The Nemesis system is if let's say let's say Dynasty Warriors. Imagine one of the generals of Dynasty Warrior at any point in any part of any level just comes up to you like I'm here for revenge so I can move up the rankings. So you could be in the middle of a battle with a different general, and that general will come up and go, "You defeated me last time. I'm here to kill you." And it can happen at any point in the map at any time.
It's basically like an enemy
Trademark
system.
How do you trademark that?
Yeah, it's like just an
Well,
enemy
there's a
system that
will,
remembers
there's a way.
defeats
Yeah.
and responds.
So if they
to your
defeat
input.
you, they grow up the ranking, and then they're harder to beat because they'll have better armor or a different trait or something. So now you're their nemesis trying to take them down, and some other nemesis is still trying. Yeah, that's the nemesis system. It's a really good system, and other people can't use it.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate gaming. God, I hate the world.
it's a
At
shit
some
show.
point, I want to go back to play those games now that they got rid of all the fucking gotcha mechanics.
Right? It's just like it didn't feel good anymore. I think I've just played too many games since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never got to them when they first came out. But speaking of over-the-shoulder stuff, that's actually one thing I beat RE4 remake, and yeah, it's kind of weird to think that they made what many people consider to be as close to a perfect game as possible better, but they did. It's kind of nuts. It's very good.
Should have been Code Veronica.
Hey,
I mean, when it comes to
Just
gaming
open.
being done right, we do have a modern example with Baldur's Gate 3. This game is damn near perfect, in my opinion.
I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point, but
I'm not a turn-based fan usually. I like strategy. I like in real-time strategy, but this has actually been a fun ride. I'm enjoying it dramatically. It's
That's
got
why-
great character customization, great combat. Like I picked the Warlock class just because it had a free range spell, and it worked out because there's shit you can interact with that if you don't have like the means to, you wouldn't know it's there. Like I just shot my spell off randomly at this thing at the ceiling, and it dropped something for me, and I was like, okay. Like you're not gonna know what you can't know because it's not telling you everything. It's kind of like the D&D experience of, okay, fuck around and maybe you'll find out, maybe you won't. It's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I think if more game companies did it like the people who made Baldur's Gate did it, gaming would be back in its heyday. Because this feels like golden age gaming for me.
But they're so here's the thing. The issue with that is nobody expected Baldur's Gate 3 to be anywhere near either this polished or this rejoiced by fans.
Oh, facts.
This is so in the eyes of, let's just say, a Ubisoft, this type of game would be a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Avatar, that game, is not a risk. It is a known IP, super popular, and then we could just drop our already known mechanics into it, and there's going to be... Same thing happened with Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy is not a good game, but they dropped that Harry Potter stuff on top of stuff we played 50 games over, and now suddenly, Game of the Year talk. It's a really safe game. It's safe game mechanics on top of a safe IP. And that's what they want. They want Far Cry 7 because that's a recognizable name. It's a safe name, and it's a safe IP, and it's a safe game mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Baldur's Gate, turn-based, that's already a negative for a bunch of people. That's why Final Fantasy moved away from it, because people respond to action stuff. They respond to that stimulation, constantly pushing buttons, constantly moving, constantly doing action. So that's why I don't think... We're not going to get a boon of... It's not going to be like Battle Royales where, oh my god, this made so much money and fans like it so much. Let's pump out some turn-based stuff. I think they're just gonna do what they've always done. This is gonna be, in their mind, a flash in the pan type of thing. Like, imagine if a new cola came up and sold $500 million its first year. I doubt Coke and Pepsi are gonna be like, oh, what's this guy doing? Why are we? It's just gonna be like, all right, this is a fad. It's gonna fade, or it's not, and it's just gonna be another competitor, and it's not gonna affect our business enough for us to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the one thing I will say for RE4 that I was sad is that Mike still died, the helicopter pilot.
Why wouldn't he? All mics.
I was
my.
I was just hoping, and then he's just like, "Hey, no, goodbye." I'm like, "No." Arguably, he died worse too.
I can't run my foot.
Please save me. No, actually go for yourself. I'll be the hero. No, actually, I'm a coward. Please come back with.
Oh boy. But yeah, I probably will step back into it every once in a while because there's still mercenaries mode. They're still getting all like the in-game achievements and stuff for it that I want to do. But started
It's a
Pikmin.
good game.
Yeah, started Pikmin 4 as well. Good so far. A little hand-holdy. It's a Nintendo game, so there's that. But right now it's been a little hand-holdy. But yeah, gonna be, that's the next playthrough, and then after that, I don't know if there's anything I want to play until like October on stream.
Really?
At least it's coming out, because October is Mario Wonder and Spidey, same day. And then I'll probably for Halloween also be playing Resident Evil 8.
Which one are you doing?
I kind of want to. I'm assuming, this is Nintendo though, so this is probably a poor assumption. I'm assuming there might be online multiplayer for Mario, and I would like that to be a group game amongst us. I don't like that cock your head, BG.
you keep that hope alive in your heart, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man.
You keep that child alive.
I appreciate it.
It ain't happening.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot. I mean, we were planning. I was planning to do a group Zelda randomizer with a bunch of people on the Discord. So that's probably gonna be the next thing after Pikmin.
Okay, that's cool.
But
I'll definitely take a day out in September for the Mortal Kombat 1 story mode.
Okay, there you go. And then other gaming news. Actually, on the Turtles train, people are not happy about the Street Fighter DLC.
Because it's dumb.
It's dumb. It's awful.
Stupid. How much is it?
15 per costume and 100 to earn everything Turtles wise.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you don't play as a turtle. It's a costume for your avatar.
But with the battle pass,
legitimately scummy.
Yeah, that might have been. And it sucks because you look at 6 years ago when NRS gave you the turtle, all 4 of them for like $5.
Yeah.
Smash whole characters are $4 or $5
with music and stage.
You got a costume.
Music and stage. Costumes for your Miis were like 45 cents.
Here you just got a costume. Do their voices change or anything?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not.
Not even looking into it.
No.
It's like,
and I love the turtles.
Not.
I love. You know, Power Rangers are coming next, and it's gonna suck. Because there are going to be people that want... Yeah, oh yeah.
For Ryu and Chun-Li, they're Ranger skins?
Yeah.
Now hold up.
Now, I would get that because at least...
Filthy Mark talk incoming.
They both look amazing.
I would get that because you can play it in like a tournament setting. You can play it online and casual with actual characters in the game. I would totally... be fine with somebody dropping a $5 on something like that. But for your avatar in like battle tour mode, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing that.
And then the other thing of people complaining about video game pricing. So it was announced recently that Rockstar is re-releasing the original Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 4 and the Switch. and they are calling it a conversion rather than a remaster or remake. So they're basically just taking game and shoving it onto other platforms, and they are charging $50 for it.
You can't just call it something different and just like, well, no, it's not
Why
the thing
not?
that you're thinking of. It's a
Why not?
different.
But
Clearly
the
they can,
problem
they are.
is that the thing that they called it makes it even suck more.
And on top of that, the thing that they called it is a thing that exists, and it's called a remaster.
Yeah.
Because all a remaster is upping the resolution and
I don't even
putting
know
it on
if
a
they
new
did that, though.
I doubt
I think
there's
it's a direct port. No, I think it's a direct port.
How could they? It's got to be through the. How could they put a 480 720p game on the PS4 in year of our Lord 2023?
We're in the 8th month of the year.
But then,
Lord. It's anyways.
Tales of Symphonia.
But they are releasing a full Red Dead Redemption PC remaster. That is finally happening now. But the PS4 and Switch are ports that are 1-to-1. That's
So
per game rent.
The same thing happened with the Tales of Symphonia. It was 1-for-1 with either like the GameCube or the PS2 version, and there were issues there. They called it a remaster or a collection or something. The same.
God, what are some more words that we could use? So it's like remaster, conversion, rehash. That just sounds bad, though.
But it is.
I mean, yeah, but PR. It has to sound nice.
New generation.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But
I'll think it's afterwards.
yeah.
Rework.
Yeah. The last little game, bit of game news that I have, which is like sad, but I think this is, and honestly, this should probably be the recast for everything. Is so Destiny 2 has the one character that was voiced by Lance Reddick, who's like one of the main NPCs in the game. He's being recast by Keith David, which is honestly the perfect recasting. Many a time I'd be like, I think I know this guy. I think it's Keith David. No, that's Lance Reddick. I think I know this guy. I think that's Lance Reddick. No, that's Keith David. Like, I've definitely mistaken one for the other before.
Racist.
Hey, you know,
all you people sound the same.
Yeah.
That's essentially what Mike just said.
Yep.
Good job, Mike. Just
Can't even defend it.
When are you gonna put that Confederate flag up behind the camera screen? I mean, just cut to the chase here.
Were you in the area, Mike, when they went through their ordeal?
Mike was in the woods with a whip, just waiting for the opportunity.
I plead the fifth.
Like Winnie the Pooh.
Bro, I had to explain that movie to my brother and his fiance while I was in town because they did not believe me that it existed. So I showed them the trailer and explained the movie. He was fucking mad. He was like, why does it exist?
Actually, that is one thing we can talk about if there's anything you want to talk
That is
about
a
from
great
it.
question.
Because you were gone last podcast in New York. But I have one just other little piece of news tidbit. So, and this is kind of cool. So the showrunners of the One Piece live action revealed that they had received 2 explicit demands from Oda that they had to do. One was that the backstories of all the Straw Hats had to be the same, 1-to-1, no changes.
That's
And 2, their abilities had to abide by the rules that Oda had carefully crafted. So the power system had to be 1-to-1.
That's fair. That's fine.
So it's, hey. And just like, to me, I feel like when it's like the creators are involved, you've never heard anything like that for like the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie or like anything else like that. You've never heard it's just like the creator gave us demands that we had to do.
Well, I think Oda learned from that mistake because you look at these other adaptations and it's not hard to see where it went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably just like, okay, no, you're not fucking with my characters and you're not fucking with my powers.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 things need to stay or it's not One Piece. And he's right. Lest we have Buggy the Clown doing a fucking dance to separate his body. And nobody needs that.
Ha! 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 His arms just slowly float off his
Slowly
body.
spread away. It's
chop,
fine.
chop. All right. So yeah, Ralph, you were gone last week because after Otakon, you went straight to New York City.
Went back home. It was a lot of fun.
How long did it take for the accent to go away?
If you mean when it came back?
Yes.
Or what are you talking?
When you came back.
I walked into work on Monday and honest to God didn't talk to a soul because I was catching up on my 340 something emails. So I was just like, I have things to do. And then when I went to lunch, I was so exhausted. I was just like, yeah, it was a fun trip. Here's some pictures. So I would say it wasn't that long. It didn't take that long for it to go away.
Okay. So I figure it's probably once you got back there, just like you hear someone talking, you're like, hey! It's probably like immediate.
My boss actually, because my department's overseer, the manager, when in the morning he'll walk around, say good morning to everybody, and ask how everyone's doing, pretty much. And and he was like, "Yeah, you got back. How'd the vacation go?" So he was talking. I showed him pictures. This man, born, raised, and never left Wisconsin. So I showed him pictures of me being 100 stories up in New York City at this fucking thing that I went to.
You sent us that picture, I think.
Yeah. He was just like, nope, no, thank you.
For a second.
And I'm like, what? You've never been?
Cowards.
He's like, I could never go to the city, man. That place scares the shit out of me. And I'm like, what? No. He's like, there's too many people. I'm like, here's the trick. When you're in the city, you just got to do what the rest of the city people do. Nobody else exists. It is you, yours, and nobody else is there. If they walk into you, then it's a problem. If they say something to you, then it's a problem. If they look at you, then it's a problem. Otherwise, leave them let live, and you just keep fucking walking. He looked at me, he goes, that explains so much.
That man was talking about something completely different. I'm like, big high. He's just like, well, buildings. What is he, a baby?
Right, I mean, you guys have lived in a city too. You have like, as someone coming from like the boonies, the literal boonies, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I felt. Everybody I was showing pictures to, they were just like that. That's crazy. How do you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? This is just passive fun.
Yeah.
This is home.
Actually, Meme, there's actually 3 cities in that backdrop now. The one in the back is New York City, but then Detroit and Cleveland are in the foreground. It's just harder to tell because unless you are from those cities, you are not going to recognize their skylines.
No, New York. Everybody knows New York. That's just how it goes. But yeah, I went home for my mainly to see my niece for the first time and be there for my brother's engagement party, and a lot of fun. It was wild seeing all these kids that I haven't seen in like 12 years, all my brother and sister's friends, because I haven't been home in that long, like in any real sense. So seeing these kids I used to know when they were like this high, and now they're adults, and one of them's a fucking day trader. I was just sitting there, I'm like, some of you made things of yourselves.
It's literally the worst when you become the person when you go, I used to know you when you were this high. Dude, and thinking back to when we were this high, it's like, I didn't care. Why are you telling me this? But then as I'm here, I'm like, I have the urge to tell this person that.
Dude,
I didn't care.
That thing exactly happened to me when I was looking at Miracle.
Yeah, legitimately.
I went, oh my God, I remember when and I didn't say it to her, but it was in my mind, and I went,
oh no, it's over now.
It's a wrap. I was like, that's Miracle. I remember when she. Oh no,
like, I've become the thing.
It happens to everyone.
It's the worst.
Everyone.
Because people walk in like, dude, Ralph, do you remember when I was like 12 and you said this funny thing, but you were like 19? And I'm like, what?
And you were wearing a Naruto headband?
Oh no, that got brought up. That indeed got brought up.
Good.
My brother was talking to his friends, and he was like, "Yeah, I wish to God the Narutards video was still online. That would have been prime material."
Hey, you got an AMV of it still up on the Comp Bros YouTube channel.
I don't think
one
my
of
brother
two
knows that. I don't.
One
think
of two.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Ralph. Yeah, you were getting very confused by Haley's messages. She saw the boxing video.
What?
we showed Haley the
Oh.
original boxing video, and then DA's video.
Why? Why?
Because Kelly, because like
Why
we
did
were
this come up?
because we were just looking at random videos and just like that's why Kelly posted the baboom thing because I just did the joke. I'm like, hey guys, you know what Candy reminds me of? And I just played it for funsies just to hear the groans. And then
Oh, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Horrible transition.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
What a terrible segue.
Yep.
This reminds me of people exploding.
Just explosions, not people
No,
exploding.
I was just making fun of how awkward it was. I knew what it was. It's explosions. Candy! Please clap. It's mine.
I think that convention was the advent of the mic drop. Because I think it was
I think
after that
so.
you were giving
No.
me shit, and then I was doing this thing, and you're just like, that's
Yeah.
all you can do. Just shrug your shoulders. The mic drop.
So how did then?
But yeah, you just started looking at random videos, and then Kelly's just like, look up We Fit equal. I've like We Fit boxing, like whatever Kevin's video was, the original.
Oh my fucking god!
And then we saw the video, and then I was like trying to find like the sway, but I like couldn't find it. But we were just like going through all the random stuff, and I'm like, all right, now I gotta find the boxing video. But then of course I forgot about that whole YouTube thing that happened to your guys' accounts where all your videos slowed down. So I had to sift through one of those compilations, but we found it eventually. Just dun, 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 dun. The sway always gets me.
The sway is so good. The sway is so good.
For those of you who are wondering, just look up Comp Bros. Mike Tyson has nothing on Proceed, and you will see.
No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that.
You're so weird.
That's why. So
You
like,
don't
because
say.
like as I was sifting through the video, we were going through so many different videos, and we got to I don't know which one of you edited it, but it was you had edited the same song to multiple sources, including Man vs. Food, the Batman.
Right
cartoon.
here. Yeah, that was DA. Right here.
We got to that, and like it just brought me back to the Iron Editor where they showed off Make Your Own Tomorrow, and they're like, "All right, now we have a good it's like we have a good view into how Comp Bros likes to edit things," and just like all of us were just like, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
No, that's inaccurate,
Not
sir.
even close.
That's a falsity. This is gonna be nothing like that.
This is at work Comp Bro. You need to see weekend Comp Bro.
You need Gremlin Comp Bros.
Clocked out Comp Bros is a different beast.
Yeah.
But God, what was I even at before we got to We Fit?
Because I just got hit with the message saying we equal fail, and I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean we equal fail? And I never got a response.
I told her to send. I told her to send like you suck at boxing.
She didn't send anything. She was just
Okay.
like we equal fail. I'm like, what?
Gotcha. I feel like I had something else I was talking about, and then it just kind of went away. Is what it is. We are at
like
time.
that.
So
Yeah.
unless anybody else has anything to say, we can get us some facts.
The wildfires in Hawaii are horrible.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Musk is a coward and refuses
Absolutely.
to fight Zuck.
But yet
That
he keeps
shit
calling
is
him out
never gonna happen.
on Twitter. He keeps calling him out like, I'll fuck his world up. Meanwhile, there's no fucking fight scheduled yet.
Yep.
And it was one other thing I just closed, which was the Team 4-star Lil Karibo stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
So I hadn't read
dude.
like the specifics of it. I've just been seeing the Twitter stuff just because I didn't have time during the weekend. But from what I am seeing, someone brought up some dirt that people didn't want brought up that involved all of them and painted them in a bad light. And it was just they had to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
There's
was
gonna be
you
more
didn't
info.
condemn this person immediately, and them going,
In
we didn't
public.
know the facts. We weren't going to do anything immediately.
I there's still more info coming out, so I'm not gonna say too much on it. But I will say it is nobody is beholden to giving a public
hey, screw this person.
I condemn this
Mhm.
person and their action. It can be done in private. I no longer associate with them. Bang, bang, boom. They're my personal friend, and I am personally done with them.
Mhm.
I don't know why you need these people to go, Herbivore sucks, and I no longer associate with. Doesn't need to happen.
Because
One of the ladies-
everybody needs validation. They feel like they deserve validation for their.
Nobody
personal
deserves
being.
anything. Nobody is owed anything.
Correct, but that's where we are right now.
One of the more recent things that I saw that the person that did the doc, she didn't even ask the victims.
That's
what
what, yeah.
happened. She just got like third-hand information. It's like, what are
Yeah,
you doing?
Karibo was not happy because it was right
No.
around the cat time his cat was dying, and he was dealing with that, and then he just went off like, you, how could you do this? Don't speak for Victor. He was not happy. It's looking more and more like she potentially jumped the gun on trying to paint them in a way that, no, it was nothing Karibo did. Somebody else he was associated with, one or two people he was associated with, did something bad, and he stopped being friends with them, but he didn't do it publicly. And the whole thing with Team 4-Star and Karibo, that they're being painted as they were covering it up and or defending it.
By not saying anything. So
Listen.
it's guilt by omission is what's going on for them.
Mhm.
Essentially. It's a lot of stuff. Anything else?
'Cause I don't want to stop liking him. Dude, that's it's he's fine.
Yeah.
But I get
Maybe not
that
mentally.
feeling though. I get that feeling.
Oh, he is not fine.
Yeah,
mentally.
he's fine in terms of just like he put out
Cancelableness.
he put out a statement. He was just like, I wasn't going to air dirty laundry when the victims didn't even want it, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, he's
Backed up with facts and emails.
Yep. And he even checked with everyone where he's just like, even some things he's like, I have some things, but they did not want them shared, so I am not going to. But yeah, he's
He
just
couldn't
like,
have handled this with more grace.
yeah, in the midst of being extremely depressed about his cat dying. His cat got cancer and passed away. Like, yeah. So he's from what I saw, he's stepping away from the social media for a while. Good.
Yeah, he should.
Let him grieve in peace.
We all should. There are times where I just go, I'm just gonna take a week off Twitter.
Not me. I'm addicted. It's not
Yep,
funny. It's
One
a
of
sickness.
one of
Oh, I
our,
thought you were telling a joke.
No, look at all my likes.
I couldn't do.
yeah,
I couldn't go
that's
through
still one
half
of our
them.
most popular Twitch clips, by the way.
Which one?
The one where I finally looked at DA's Twitter likes in comparison to BG, and it was just like,
Oh,
The astronomical.
yeah, like
Even though
down
my
here
account
to up
is
here.
ridiculously more tweets and
Yeah.
has been, I think, active longer.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the whoa, never mind. Oh boy,
Also, Turtle Movies is good. Go see Turtle Movie.
that's,
Turtle Movie's
that's
good.
next on
Go
the
see Turtle
docket.
Movie. Go see
Good,
Turtle
man.
Movie. Very good. Very, very good. Too many songs, too many references, but very still quite funny. Yeah. Very, very good.
okay.
Mr. Factman.
We just got 25 normal facts.
Oh my god, he sucks.
When was the last time I did a normal facts?
How about Confederacy? Trump. This is the perfect time for Trump.
We didn't say anything about Trump.
Yes, we did. You were in Trump country.
Well, that was one single line. I think we.
What do you think the facts come from?
Wait. We already did Trump. There we go.
25.
Nobody's done Trump. He's got kids.
One.
Stormy
Does he?
Daniels did.
Out of 25, one, I'll go with 4. 1, 4, 7, 10. What did you say, Mike?
25.
1, 4, 7, 10, 25. 1, 4, 6, 7, 10, 25.
4.
4. Oh, that was me.
In
4! 4! I had to clip that today for
Dad,
somebody.
thank you so much for that artwork, by the way.
Yeah, they didn't understand the reference. I had to
Crazy.
make sure they knew.
in 1847,
Babies.
Robert Liston performed a leg amputation in under 150 seconds. operating so quickly that he accidentally amputated his assistant's fingers as well. Both patient and assistant later died of sepsis, and a spectator reportedly died of shock, resulting in the only known surgical procedure with a 300% mortality rate.
Bro, you can't be for real right now.
Did he use the chainsaw?
Dude, he probably did if it's
150 seconds.
Either that or he's burly and he was like,
What did he do? How?
all right, nerds, hold it.
That was
My finger!
1847. What did you have back then?
he had the sharpest blade imaginable. He had
Malpractice speed run.
diamond tip hand saw.
80%. Oh boy.
That was a normal fact?
That's a normal fact.
300%.
Hey, you want to know what his record was?
Oh no.
25 seconds for leg amputations. In which case, he mistakenly amputated the testicles as well.
This man had his entire purpose in life was to lower his leg amputation time. He had no other purpose in life.
Get it under 10.
He is a marathon runner looking for that record. Just like 27 seconds ain't good enough.
Shaving off time, just like, what did I do wrong?
He sees a big meaty leg. He's like, fuck, it's not gonna be today.
Can you imagine?
Like a woman.
It's
Get
like
this fatty out of here. He's huge. I can't get under 15 with this fat leg.
can you imagine?
Dr. Crazy, I don't give it. Bring in somebody else. I'm not doing this with.
Can you imagine? It's like the person's like outside like the room or tent. It was the 1800s. I don't fucking know. It's like they see like a cart get like being brought out, a stretcher, and it's just like white tarp, hand outside, no leg stump. They walk in, and he's just like, I'm gonna get the record this time.
I'm gonna do it.
Dude, I was going in a totally different direction. Imagine a tent, you see the doctor walk in, and then 20 seconds later, he's walking out covered in blood.
Nurse, start the time. Once the saw hits the leg, the time starts. And
Time! 26, sir.
he's massaging it to get it tender. Like, we're gonna take care of you.
We're glossing over a very vital fact that we need answered. How, if you're amputating a leg, how do you get the balls?
Dude, you think you got control?
You're going for sub 20
It's speed, not control. This man was not doing precise cuts. He was going whoa, 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 and the testicles can't get hit through that.
Whatever you get, you get.
He didn't live in a cold environment. That's all we know.
Terrible. He was known for both his showmanship and his effectiveness. Yeah, was he just a flourish off?
I don't want to see that. I'm fucking Google rating for an amputee surgeon. His showmanship is immaculate.
He's the Houdini of leg amputations. I don't want that doctor. Just like, yes, ladies and gentlemen, a show, lights, camera.
This man legitimately out here with a moderate-sized knife. What? I put it in the Discord.
Okay. I have a system now.
That is a moderate-sized knife.
How did Homeboy do this?
The fastest knife in the West End.
How did Homeboy
Draw.
do this?
Where's his merch?
Where are you posting it? I'm gonna bring it up.
It's
It's 2200 stream to sunshine.
Okay. Oh,
Time me, gentlemen! Time me, gentlemen! He would say, holding up his knife. Time me, everybody! The ever-growing gallery of onlookers.
Oop. We got... Where's it? Voice meter 2.
The one
Okay.
you linked in T20
I'll fix that later.
It is blocked.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay.
Better get a VPN.
Nah, it's
Next time.
yeah. I have usually I just have the audio tracks going for every single scene, but for the podcast, since we have the intro and stuff, and I don't want our talking and having to mute and unmute us all the time, I just have it for the specific scenes. I didn't add it to
That makes sense.
the.
Okay.
But yeah, that guy had a motherfucking steak knife, and it just like. If you go to the Discord, you can see the picture. The dude, like, directly behind them, he's just like, okay, push the junk back.
This time we gotta get the.
He is cupping the balls.
Yeah.
I know what my role here is. Pulls up tie. Present them.
There are so many people just looking.
Wouldn't you?
In fancy garb. This is a night on the town.
To be fair, they were rarely outside of fancy garb. They'll go watch a couch in a tie.
Man, just out here with a knife doing 20-second amputations.
Because, like, you know, okay, like, you know, if it's a sharp steak knife, you know, top of the leg, probably fine. Once you get to that bone, you have to be like,
Yeah.
like,
The skin was probably quick, but then Monk just hacking. That's just arm strength. I'm shocked he's not a strong man.
whew.
I'm almost certain what happened is he's just making cuts, and once he's halfway through the bone, he just goes crack, slice. He's just prepping a cow, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. At that point, you're cutting off the leg. There's nothing to save. You might as well just get that bone out of there.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, let's get a little bit of an indent. Crack. Oh, that's good. Cut the flesh.
Got it. Good enough.
Oh, his balls went too? Tally ho, sir. My bad.
Were you not entertained? All right, then. I think that applause will get you.
JR clap.
Yep. There's the advent. See
They
what you're
clap with
doing.
the sauce.
You're applauding balls getting chopped off every movie.
Hey, I'll do that. You just gave me more incentive.
All right. With that, we'll be calling this. Boy, 3 banger facts in a row. It's.
What was last week's fact?
Just look at our most
You
recent
missed
Twitch clip.
it. You missed it. Oh,
Just look at our most recent Twitch clip and just know that the fact premise was babies. And that's all you. That's all you need to see.
That face is correct.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There's a reason why there's a new GIF or a new emote of my face both on the Twitch and in the Discord.
Oh, I see it in Podcast of Stuff discussion.
Nope.
Chainsaws were originally invented to what? Babies. Hold on.
The fact was about babies.
Oh, I hate that.
Yep. So
I hate that so much.
actually, I need to. The VOD will be uploaded here in a second. I forgot to do that before the cast.
What's the Where's the Bee artwork from, guys?
Where's the bee?
Yeah, Det posted it to DA. Where's the Bee?
Oh, that was from.
Yeah, it's from the last cast. I forget what the context was, but there's just.
He was trying to solve a math equation, and it's like, where's the bee?
Yeah, it was from a joke from the cast. All right,
Okay.
Next week there might not be an episode. I will be out of town visiting family, and usually I don't get back till like a bit after 8. But then I don't got
Can you
anything.
stay in your house for 1 week?
Swear to God,
Summer's always busy, man.
somebody loves his family.
What's it like having a family, Mike?
Bruh, I got cousins in Detroit. I couldn't tell you if they lived on the east or west side.
There was a game that we played, the girls and I, where it was just like I forget the it was called Spill the Tea, I think. And it's just like you get a card and it's just like, who do you think, like, and it'll be like something either random or very personal or what have you, and then you have to give the card to the person that you think. It's just like, I'm trying to think of like, or it's like one of the like easy ones was like, who do you think's the next person that's gonna get married? That one was easy. It's like, oh, here, Kelly, like, because she's engaged and about to get married. But the one that someone gave to me, it was just like, whose family would you most like to join? It was just like, well, yeah, out of everyone that's here.
Out of the entire friend group,
Yeah.
there's only one person with a functional family.
I mean, hey,
how does that?
The brothers, all the brothers.
No.
That seems like it'd be fun.
No.
I think we mentioned this, but our uncle got his leg blown off with a shotgun and a drug deal gone wrong.
No, they ran in and stole his drugs and blew off his leg as he was trying to stop them.
Terribly sorry.
Yes, please make sure drugs
Your
and money
father
got
had
stolen.
drugs up the butt. Mike,
No,
there's no...
swallowed drugs. Please get these things correct,
He
sir.
wanted us to watch so he doesn't choke.
Please
Right.
get these things correct,
Hey,
sir.
where is he?
Mike.
You ask us? I don't know.
Mike,
I don't
stop
know what
ever-
my dad is.
Don't you ever try to argue. There's other
It's
people.
fun, right?
No. No.
Thank you for the emotes, everyone.
You couldn't wait to use that. Couldn't wait to get it.
But I was just like mentioning that game, fun game. Anyways, in terms of streams, tomorrow gonna be continuing Pikmin 4, potentially either Pikmin 4 or might do the coin box on Wednesday. Tuesday trials on Tuesday, of course. And then I probably won't be able to do a group stream because I'll be traveling on Friday. But after next week, I don't have to travel for like a month, which is great.
A month?
I know. I'm happy.
I'm pressing X to doubt. He's gonna say that, come back and be like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm now babysitting my mom's house because they're going.
They hit the lotto and decided to go around the world.
Guess who got married?
That is.
For
I can
streams
tell you
for
right
us,
now, that's big never happening for my mom. She don't care.
We will not be streaming this weekend because your boy will be playing the Mortal Kombat 1 beta all weekend.
There you go.
And
You can't stream that?
Yeah, I might.
Just stream it.
Yeah, I stream
Either on
that
here
shit.
Oh yeah, if
Let's
Mike isn't
Exist.
going to be here. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it on Let's Exist. I do it on the old gaming YouTube.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that started back up.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can also
I have
do it here.
also
Mike won't be here.
been working on and the sometimes I've got free time,
Mm.
a actual compilation of all the Mortal Kombat intros
Oh.
from Mortal Kombat 11. I'm
There you
trying to get it out before the release date of MK1.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Fans have asked for it, and it's a good way to get the channel back started again. Just a big old cathartic. Hey, this is how we started, and now we're back.
Mm-hmm. What year was the leg thing? It was 1800s, right? Mid 1800s. The leg thing.
Yeah,
1857.
Gotcha.
disgusting.
All right. With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you in approximately 2 weeks. Send us off, Mr. Ivino.
Later.
Wow.
I'm trying to.
Wow.
I'm like, no, approximately 2 weeks. You said is a maybe for next week. Approximate. No, that
Bye.
word is.